Service above self, a motto known to members of the Rotary Club, one that took on new meaning for fellow Rotarian Dr. Kimberly Koss when her strength, her will, and her life were put to the test. In a time of extreme suffering, she had a unique opportunity to put service above self, and she answered the call.
No one wants to ever hear a diagnosis like that. The first week of May 2014, I learned that I had triple-negative breast cancer, which is a very, very aggressive form of breast cancer.
The deadliest, most aggressive form of breast cancer. Triple-negative accounts for 10 to 20% of all breast cancers and disproportionately affects African American women. There are no standardized treatments and no cure.
It was devastating. I was immobilized for a while, with fear, with grief, not knowing what to do.
But she was also in a rare position to act. As a mother, she worried her daughter and grandchildren could be at risk for the same diagnosis. As a biomedical researcher, she understood her cancer, as few patients could. She knew that her tumors could be a major contribution to cancer research, but only if they were untreated.
The whole goal of chemotherapy is to stop cancer growth. We wanted to be able to cultivate these tumors, and to be able to do that, you couldn't have a tumor that was stunned or damaged that wouldn't grow once transplanted.
What came next was an unbelievable sacrifice. Even as the cancer cells spread in her body, she chose to delay chemotherapy until after surgery. The cells from her tumors were removed and are now in a lab at Loyola University. It is there that her friend and former colleague, Dr. Walter Keith Jones, is leading the team of researchers who may someday develop a treatment for her rare form of cancer. To help his efforts, Dr. Koss launched a foundation in 2015 to raise money for the research.
We're hoping that the outcome of the fundraising and the foundation will be supporting a research project that will be ongoing for many years and will produce results in terms of, eventually, we're hoping standardized therapies that will be safe.
Long before her diagnosis, Dr. Koss has exemplified service above self, volunteering her time to lead the youth development program for the Rotary Club of Blue Ash, Montgomery.
We didn't realize how much Kim was doing until she had to step away, and we realized it took several people at least to try and pick up some of the things she was doing.
President Tom Rotz recalls the impact her diagnosis had on members of the club.
I mean, it was devastating. To hear it, it was certainly unexpected.
But Dr. Koss reached out to her club to assure friends she would be back to help once she's recovered from her surgeries.
I don't know that I've ever met a Rotarian that even before the illness put the amount of time into the club and dedication into the club as Kim did, but then certainly after, to forgo the treatments early on as she did, to take the energy that she had and most people would use to recover on a sofa to put into building a foundation. If that's not service above self, I don't know what is.
Through grueling treatments and multiple surgeries, the dedication of her Rotary friends has been unwavering.
It's just been a tremendous outpouring of love and support and a real family experience. I cannot say enough good things about Rotarians and all that they have done to support me.
As the research continues, her strength has been tested time and time again.
I've learned what it means to face death, and I've learned what it means to face suffering.
And now, she's also learned what it means to be a trailblazer.
We have a generation that's going to include my daughter and my granddaughters in the future, and that generation still has no options for standardized or regulated safe treatments for triple-negative disease. It's a devastating place to be, and we want to change that for the next generation.